Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the old Abbeville jail. Or underneath the Opera House. This is where they would have had Mr. Crawford and they would have let him out this door. I told you the story about him. And he run down over that way and hid out in there. Well, you just have to look at the video. It's pretty much too dark in here to really see much. There's a door there. 1, 2, 3. Probably some down that way. Some old jails and stuff. It looked like they had nice thick mattresses. They ain't like the new ones that they got nowadays. Of course, I ain't never been in jail, so I don't know. Is that what y'all doing, fixing the sewer?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Thank you for the light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a good one, boy.
All right, you're welcome. All right, they're doing some work on this building. This belongs to a friend of mine, and he works on cars in here, but they're doing some repairs. They've had some roof leaks and stuff. They caused some of the wood to be rotted, so they're up here fixing it up. And there's the refuel place over there that's got that excellent macaroni and cheese I talked about. I got a big bag of it the other day. I've been eating out for 2 days. Thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abbeville. What we got here is a store that used to be owned by a friend of mine, but apparently the city of Abbeville bought the building and they're fixing it up. Now this side is a beauty parlor, and maybe she sold her building too, I don't know, but they're putting new roof up on the garage part over there. They got the city cleaning the trees out because they're in the power lines up there. Well, they got the city to cut it down, but they're picking up the limbs and stuff, I guess. So Abbeville's slowly changing, getting modernized. Had to get all the traffic out of my way. Guy been working on cars for years down here. I don't know if he retired or they're still replacing the wood up there.
Yeah, that's why I told you.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a chemtrailer flying over. That's the first one today. We haven't had a chemtrail all day today. Now we got another one over there just above the trees. Straight up over that second telephone pole away from me. So we got 2 of them out here, y'all. They're both flying out of Georgia direction. Alright, his is starting to disappear a little bit, and he doesn't have a big long one. It's starting to disappear too. I guess they're going out here looking for moisture. There is a little bit of moisture because it's not immediately disappearing. If it collects moisture, it'll stay there and make a big line across the sky. So they're not collecting anything, they're out hunting for it. Alright, thank you. The horse water fountain, or the animal water fountain in Abbeville, this was set up for horses, dogs, and cats. And here's a sign about it. Hopefully y'all can read it. Installed in 1912. But they were spreading diseases around, so they got rid of them. Nothing on the back, y'all. Alright, there it is. And that's the courthouse. And that's the Abbeville Opera House. That's famous too. Alright, thank y'all. Welcome. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're out in the bamboo forest. This is the size of my hand. Look at this root system. Keeps on going, but the tree's still here. Tree's still growing and the root's still growing. What type of tree would that be? A hickory? Shagbark hickory? Now look at the size of the bamboo out here, y'all. This is way too big to build and I bet this bamboo orchard is, or whatever this is, grove, is probably over 100 years old. I've been coming out here since I was a kid, and I know my grandma and my granddaddy were doing that too. There's a graveyard down off in that direction. There's a trail up through there to get to the graveyard from the church at the top of the hill. There's houses next door, but this big lot is empty. And it's actually, they say they got for sale signs up, so whoever owns it is now finally selling it. And there used to be a house here when I was a kid. I can't see nothing of it. We're in Abbeville, y'all. A lot of stuff out here. A lot of interesting stuff, a lot of history. I've been to the graveyard. I got a previous video on that. Alright, thank y'all.